Pisces, welcome to your December 12th through the 18th weekly reading. Well, for the next 7 days. This is going to be from Friday to Thursday. So I hope you're doing well, Pisces. Let's take a look. Also, too, if you want to book a reading with me, that link will be down below in the description of the video. I feel here you're being encouraged to be more soft here, Pisces. Hear me out, right? Softness isn't necessarily related to weakness, but I feel you're being encouraged here to be more receptive and open and to trust here. You have the Moon card here for the overall energy, but you have the Ace of Swords in your current energy. Now the Moon card is, okay, I'm gonna keep it real with you. You have the Queen of Cups here as the advice with it. I think there's things here that you're moving through. Like you're in a period of uncertainty with the Moon card. There could even be like fears, even stuff that you could be working through like spiritually and emotionally at this time. This definitely is related to shadow work, specifically with the Ace of Swords. This is wanting to bring clarity to the subconscious, unconscious blocks, right? So you could be doing shadow work or doing deep inner work at this time here. And it could be related to like your identity, your sense of self, your self-image with this Emperor. But also it could be related to like control too. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe there's something tied into that here with the Emperor. But I think here overall that right now you're trying to get more clear with your intention and really look beneath the surface when it comes to things. And I think this week could bring up some uncertainty, some fear, or some doubt. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. The sun's gonna square Saturn, right? It's gonna square Saturn that's in Pisces in your sign. Mars is gonna square Neptune, and then Mars is going to come into Capricorn. So in a way, it's like having to navigate fog and blocks. And Pisces energy, your sign, like Pisces deals with the unseen. It's very subconscious, unconscious. It's very spiritual. So it's like the spiritual, subconscious blocks. How can we clear those and bring more clarity so that way we can navigate things more effectively? Be able to figure out our sense of direction, be able to understand our future direction. Six of Swords is here in the future position. Eight of Cups is in the outcome. I like this because you're moving through the fog. Six of Swords is you're moving into a lot more, a lot better energy. I think spiritually and emotionally, mentally here, Six of Swords. But it's a rite of passage. It's like you're moving through it. It's like being on a ship. Yeah, you got your compass, you got your map, but fog just hit. And you're like, oh shit. Now I gotta, I can only see so much, but I know where I'm going. It's just more so I'm just gonna have to wait for the fog to dissipate. I have to wait for clarity to come through. I think that's what's happening here. So there could even be like travels or moving, or it doesn't have to be, but you're moving through whatever this is. We'll clarify and we'll go more deeper. But you have the Devil card here in the position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of. Be aware of toxic influences, triggers here. The Moon and the Devil can signify subconscious, unconscious triggers. Queen of Cups is the queen of the subconscious, literally. So the advice is to, with the Queen of Cups, is to look beneath the surface with things and really look at, what could be triggering you. This is even about breaking karmic patterns here. Let's pull the Oracle cards and let's keep going here. Yeah, you're going through a lot of growth at this time, and it feels like a lot of pressure on you. The Emperor being in the challenge here. It's like, I feel like you're very used to just like force, like, let's go. But I think the Queen of Cups is like, nah, you're gonna have to like soften up and yield more here. Like you can't force this. Pull this Chiron card, it says heal. Now this week we will have the Sun trine Chiron and Venus trine Chiron. So there is healing specifically around your beliefs, your sense of self, confidence. Could even be relationships. You pulled this Wind card, it says movement, but there will be movement. Six of Swords, I told you, like things are going to move forward here. but it's just having to navigate the uncertainties of things. And you can't control everything, right? But you have to yield and trust the divine. Do the inner work, subconscious shadow work. Trust here, the process. It's a lot easier said than done, but you pulled this awakened spirit, desire to change. Yeah, I think enough has become enough, right? The moon card, it's the pressure that's put on you. It's like you're either going to rise to the occasion or not. The lobster represents, like lobsters, the more deeper they go into the ocean, they shed their I forgot what it's called. I'm just gonna say their skin, because it allows for them to regrow it, rebuild it even stronger to withstand the pressure at the depths of the ocean. So there's a lot of growth here that you're going through at this time, and it's a lot, like you can feel the pressure, but it's kind of so uncomfortable to the point to where it's like you're not gonna stay in this energy of uncomfortableness. It's like you're gonna do what it is that you need to do. So that way you can grow here. So let's see. Clarify the moon. Some of you could be so used to like being in your masculine that you're learning how to be more in your feminine. Clarify the moon. You have the Judgment card here. Oh shit. Yes, you feel the pressure. You feel the pressure. You have to answer the call, right? You're awakening too. Like there's a deeper awakening here happening. I don't care if you already had your awakening. You're waking up even more to your subconscious, unconscious blocks. And you're having to really listen to your intuition, your gut. It's like there's this calling that I feel you sense at this time too, and you don't have all the answers, but you're trusting that calling here. You're going through a rebirth, like a big one. Clarify the Ace of Swords. You have the Five of Cups here. Yeah, you're clearing out. You're bringing into focus what you're trying, like the emotional blocks. Five of Cups is energy of loss. So trying to understand it on a deeper level so you can clear it. Clarify the Emperor and the Challenge. You have the Strength card here. Yeah, like Strength Emperor is about like active, raw force. I'm going to do this. But it's like the universe is like, oh, no. Like you have to first look at this and look at this. And it's like you can't force something here. It's like you're having to yield to the process. You can't just muster your way through it, right? It's like you're having to like, all right, let me take a look here. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups. Like having to take a look, get more clear about something. Clarify the Queen of Cups. You have the Seven of Wands here. I think you're having to it's like learning how to be more soft, more receptive, but also how to have boundaries. Queen of Cups, Seven of Wands. Like if anybody's been dealing with like leaky ass energy, it's Pisces. With Neptune, Saturn, that was in your sign, retrograde. But now since things are direct, it's like you can start to get control and like find boundaries and structures with things. And I think your advice is, for one, to believe in yourself and to stand up for what it is that you want, but also like boundaries as well, right? Having an actual like structure in place that will allow for you to emotionally grow without other things fucking it up. People, situations. So emotional boundaries. Because you have to take your healing seriously. Clarify the Six of Swords in the future. You have two cards. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Could be traveling for work, or there's going to be progressions in work. So if things have been stagnant, you'll start to see movement. King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. I also feel like it'll give you some inspiration, motivation, and make you feel like, okay, you're moving in the right direction with money, work, and career. Some of you, maybe you're moving for work or traveling for work. Clarify the Eight of Cups and the outcome. You have the Two of Pentacles here. Yeah. You're having to make changes. Now, literally, this can be like a move or like lifestyle changes you're having to make, or there's a move or something like that, and like you getting ready for that. But Two of Pentacles is learning the dance of change in life, and that life's changing, and so you're having to keep up with life, and you're having to, do what it is that you need to do. Some of you could be working 2 jobs, or you just have responsibilities, right? Like having to adjust to a new way of living or a new way of life. And although you haven't gotten to your destination this week, obviously, Eight of Cups, you're making effective changes that are pushing you in that direction. I'll try to get more on this. Eight of Pentacles. This is the card that flipped over. I don't know if y'all saw it. So it's definitely for you to make progress, but it's specifically related to like work. Building a better lifestyle, building better habits. I'll pull one more. 4 of Wands here. Could even be good news around work, or your work starts to pay off here. Maybe even finding more enjoyment with work and like the things that you are working on, and actually feeling like you're gaining traction and making progress. Saturn's now direct in your sign, Neptune's direct. Clarify the Devil. What is this? Pull the Three of Cups here. Be aware of the people that you surround yourself with. Like, again, Queen of Cups, Seven of Wands is emotional boundaries. The Devil, Three of Cups is temptation. People that are negative, toxic influences here. You need to be aware of that. Some people aren't always good for you, Pisces. But boundaries in relationships, boundaries with people. Pull this First House card. This is healing your sense of self, your identity, and your sense of confidence as well. Pull this Cloud. This is imagination, movement. Yeah, I think you're having to get really honest with yourself. Maybe you were disillusioned by some things. And it's interesting though, because Chiron here with this first house, the first house is your sense of self, your identity. And Chiron being there is like healing around that. So you may feel like your sense of self has been fragmented. And so you're regathering the pieces here to put yourself back together. Not that you're broken, but you're reconnecting to the deepest parts of yourself, the Moon and the Judgment, the Emperor and the Challenge. And so I think this is also you like learning to believe in yourself again, Pisces. Like the dreams that you have and the things that you always ideally wanted, like these things can happen for you. But something has definitely took a hit on your sense of self, maybe your self-esteem, or just like the way you view yourself. And I think you're healing those things. That's why it's important for you to have boundaries. Like surround yourself with the right people people that are going to inspire you, but also, like, well, let's see here. You pull this love and light, act with care here. Not everybody's going to be able to understand you. Not everybody needs to understand your decisions and what you do. But it's important to honor, like, your own. It's important to honor yourself. Stop giving yourself away to things that aren't good for you. You know, the Emperor and the Strength card is like aggression. I think a lot of you could be fucking angry. With that Moon, Judgment, Ace of Swords, Five of Cups, like this is, you have anger. And it's because there needs to be boundaries. Seven of Wands, Queen of Cups. Just saying, Pisces, I see what I see. It's easy to get angry at this time. Especially this week. All these fucking trines to Chiron and Aries. I don't give a fuck if it's a trine, a positive aspect to Chiron. It's still going to bring up a wound. But the positive aspect is like integration can happen when we face it. And we deal with it and we look at it and we heal it. But it's going to bring up a wound. You're gonna fucking feel it. But it's about, don't play the victim, Chiron, right? It's like, don't be like, oh, like I'm never going to be able to overcome this, or, you know, it's like, but I think the main thing is like boundaries. Queen of Cups, the Seven of Wands is the advice. And like honoring your emotions, being more soft, right? The Emperor Strength card and the Challenge is like it's like out of control anger and frustration. It's about having love for yourself, for others, having compassion for yourself, forgiving yourself, having boundaries, keeping those boundaries up. But you're moving in a good direction. I see good developments with like work and career. There could literally be like a move or relocation here. You'll be inspired by the changes that unfold, I feel, this week. Maybe it's toward the end of the week. But, you know, things are changing here. And I feel like for the most part, you're letting go of a lot of like baggage. It's definitely has not been easy, like astrologically. So I'm gonna leave your reading here, Pisces. I hope this helped. My dog needs to go outside. I think he has to take a shit because he didn't go this morning. I don't know why he didn't go. But anyways, I appreciate you, Pisces. I'm wishing you the best. And yeah, if you want to book a reading with me, the link is down below in the description of the video. And I will see you and I will talk to you later.